Yo, this your boy Shaman Truth. Just bringing you guys a little video. Shaman Truth, Papa Fisco G, same nigga. But yo, they got us in alignment. But now it's time for the upright primal beings, bro. You're gonna notice, man. I can't say too much because not everybody's in this type of energy. But you're just gonna notice that if it's not in alignment, it ain't gonna happen. They're not gonna give you the energy towards what you gotta do unless you force it and put yourself in a compromising situation. Just for example, there's some places that I'll go fuck off at. There's some places that I would go fuck off at, but they're like, you're not going there. You're not going over there. For one, there's not a purpose there. For two, they know you got the potential to slack the fuck off, so they're not gonna even put no energy towards that place, towards these people. There's some people. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that it's like, yeah, I fuck off with these people. I don't really have no friends like that. I cut everybody off damn near. Like, hey, I'm a loner, but a good loner. Like, I like being by myself. But like in the past, I had some people that I shouldn't have been around. All we do was just do some shit we shouldn't do, if you know what I'm saying. Like years and years ago, we would trip together and shit. Like maybe in the past that was good, but now no, we're not in that energy. But you're gonna notice like there's certain places they don't want you to go, and it's not necessarily somebody putting a finger on everything you do, but when you're a primordial being and you're tapped in and you have an alliance with other beings and you have a contract that you gotta fulfill, they're gonna make sure that you fulfill that contract when you reach a certain type of point, because you get way more assistance, and that assistance comes with responsibilities and obligations to where you have to match the intensity of how hard they're going for you, because you don't want their protection to slip away. But in order for it to maintain, you kind of have to go with the flow and surrender to what they got you doing. If they want you to go there, go there. They'll give you a couple options, but you got to go to one of those places because there's work to do there. You're not here to just kiki and chit chat and chill. Yeah, you're here to chill, but you're here to do some work. That's what I was peeping. As much as I don't like parts of my path, parts of my purpose, I know I got to go out here and do it. You know, I can't be out here avoiding my purpose, so I have to go to places that aligns to my purpose. As much as I like to chill, as much as I like to kick back and have fun, I know I gotta go out there and be around the motherfuckers I gotta go help. As much as she know how I am. She know how I am. I don't really gotta describe it, bro. She know how I get, but I have to fulfill the prophecy, because that's the only way I'm gonna get my full invincible protection is for me to fulfill the prophecy of the mother and the prophecy of my higher self. So it's like I kind of have to do what I'm told, because that's the only way I'm going to get that bulletproof protection, you know? But, and another thing, you're in alignment and you're supposed to go after something, especially you're in that divine masculine energy, Joe. I don't care if you're a woman or a man. They're telling you to go do something. They keep pushing it to you and they gave you everything you need and you stopping yourself. You're going to miss the opportunity and you're going to have to wait. And if it's in regards to a divine being, let's say you a guy, you know, things were in motion for you, and you were looking at somebody, you're like, you know what? yo, that person fits my shit perfectly. You can't put your finger on it, but you're like, man, I want that person. I want that girl. Something just tells you, like, you know what? Fuck it. And there's something in your soul, and you know, like, you're not getting charmed. You're not feeling a hollow emptiness from them. You know it's aligned to what you're looking for. But it may have not been what you've been expecting. Well, you go for that shit. Because that opportunity is not going to be there all the time. I'm telling you, man. There's been in the past, like when I was a little kid, bro, I was dealing with somebody and I fucked that up. She was a good person a couple of times, bro. I can't get those people back in my life. Like, I made peace with it, but it don't feel right. When you miss out on opportunities with people, it don't feel right, bro. It just, you don't want to do that. You don't want to be over fantasizing in your mind. Like, I know I'm picking up on the energy. Some people are over fantasizing, dreaming, but they're not making any motion. You gonna miss out on that motherfucker. That's why, like, yeah, I'm tapped in with my divine feminine. Don't get it twisted, nigga. I'm divine masculine, exuding that divine feminine energy. You know, I'm an androgynous being, so I got, I got that leeway. I can switch it around, but just know when it comes to me setting my sights, if I had to, if I have to, if I have to go conquer, bro, just know I'm gonna go conquer. No ifs buts about it, because I know how opportunities come and go. Like, it's like a shooting star. If I know that bitch a shooting star, you know I'm going after that shooting star, bro. Come on, man. No hesitation. That's how you kind of have to be. No hesitation. We'll, like, get out of your fucking head. I'm telling you, you're not going to make no moves. There's so many y'all niggas, and I be peeping it. You ain't going to never make that move they telling you to make. Like, when they're telling you, hey, go for it, and you keep judging with your intuition, what the divine's been saying, but you're never going to make those moves. You're just always going to be in that state of fantasizing, feeling the pull, and never going towards it. And you're going to notice everything else is moving but you. You were in alignment, but you stayed somewhere where you were supposed to move around that. You're supposed to take action in certain direction, because it's not like they're going to give you the plants. They'll give you the seeds to grow. But if you're not doing nothing with the seeds to grow, you're never going to get any plants. You're never going to get any harvest. So it's like you do gotta go take action. They're not giving you seeds for nothing. They're not giving you fruit for nothing. You gotta go do something with that fruit. You gotta go do something with that fruit. You just gotta hoard it in your fucking cabinets, in your fridge. You're not doing nothing with it. You know? They're giving you ideas. That's the fruit. They're giving you polls to do this, do that. You're not doing nothing. So it's like you're in alignment, but you're going against the bridge of incidences to get you to where you gotta go. You know? So don't do that. You're gonna be missing opportunities, especially like in regards to love. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss out on somebody. Ask my karmics. Ask my karmics, bro. They ain't never been right ever since they lost me, bro. Ask my family members. These people, not having access to me will fuck your whole life up. Because when you fuck me up, when you fuck it up the first time, you never get a second chance. Because especially when I peep my worth, I'm like, no, you don't deserve a second chance. You fucked up. It's like a shooting star. Once you see it and you don't capitalize, it's gone. Some people, you gotta be like that. You know what I'm saying? And don't be waiting. Don't be waiting around for some shit. Cause it's like, bro, that's how people keep you in limbo, bro. Especially when you don't have any transparency. Who knows if they're making you wait because they don't want you to see nobody, or they're just doing the work. Just no communication about it. So you would just be sitting and waiting for years. So you gotta be careful about doing that, because you could be missing on opportunities, shit like that. Just keep an open heart, keep an open mind, and be receptive. Don't put too much emphasis on this particular person, because that particular person might not be it. When somebody comes to you and you're like, but that ain't matching the description, well, you never know. That person, what we ask for might come in a different package, but same energy. So you just want to be mindful about that. Best thing I can tell you about that. But yeah, for the ones that's in alignment, they're putting you in motion, but you got to go through the motion that they give you, because they're not going to give you no bullshit. Not at this time with certain beings, because you've been clearing up a lot of spiritual debt for your ancestors. You've been destroying destroying these motherfuckers out here when it comes to the archons. You've been breaking generational patterns, curses, and they're not going to let you. The universe is going to conspire with you to the point where your favor is going to be undeniable to a lot of people. But you got to go in the motion of alignment, what they got planned, because you got primal forces looking out for you. It ain't just you. Especially the contract that you made. We have alliances with other beings and gods that may not be on this planet, but they got dominion on parts of your path just so you make the right decision, just so the wrong shit won't come. That's kind of how they set it up. Because sometimes we don't know what's best for us, and we could make the wrong decision. So we kind of have to have these forces protect our destiny and stuff, because they don't want a misjudged decision fuck up everything. So you gotta have this type of parenting, primal parenting of these primal forces, you know, protecting your path and such. But this man had to make a quick video real quick, man. That's your boy, Shaman Truth. I'm out. Peace, much love. Contact info will be in the description box. And I know y'all hear that nigga music, bro, but I'm like a nigga. I'm a real good person, but you know, I'm a primal being, bro. I'm a nigga, so I kind of have to play this shit because I love it. Now, I'm not over here doing that shit, but it just, you know, it's a primal urge of mine. So, you know, don't look at him like he's a bad guy, you know. It's just artistic expression through music, and it brings out the energy that I transmute for readiness and on go and war ready. Has nothing to do with me trying to paint a bad narrative. You know, it's just basically me utilizing the primal urges, you know. But love you from the bottom of my heart.